We got a whole bunch of people here. Armagh. It was a good fight today. Glory for fighters, peace for the fallen. I just remembered I do want to give that to Octavia. Yeah, I think this will be fine. Because strength is going to help her attack a little bit too. Storyteller. Give the fragment. Another one, Your Highness. Good. I feel the wall of power that encloses your former residence is slowly melting. 3 fragments may be enough to clear a path. That's good. The second fragment was found and delivered to the storyteller. Jamandi. Yeah, he's saying the same thing. Okay. Just making sure here. Alright. Let's keep moving.
You can count on
Put another haste on us. Oh geez, this is a big area.
I'm glad you called. Cool off.
Went down. Got some more wild huntmen over here. Get in there.
This is for you.
I guess we should have healed you. I aim true.
Repent.
Repenting.
Which knife?
Repenting so hard right now. Goodbye, Akbo. Permanent goodbye until I rest again. Which we might do relatively soon. Finish him off. That was close.
Don't hold back.
Kill the scout. Good. Ooh, and then another 39 on him.
You forced my hand.
17 on him.
Generous to them.
Knock.
Dead.
On fire first.
In due time.
Alright. Papa heal. Okay.
What's taking so long?
Boom, boom, boom. And another boom.
End this suffering.
Slaughtered him. Good job.
I can help.
Nice and easy. I like it.
Let's finish them quick.
Alright, we've got owl bears.
Be easier if you not fight back.
What is that? Aye! Hey, Your Highness, come over here. Got all that useful stuff lying around. You...
Come here, Bax. Knock us.
I don't know what he means by that.
This is going to
Who was that
hurt.
anyway? Oh, Kiros Insmart. Is that the Stag Lord's right hand?
Will hurt.
I think so.
Cannot hide from me.
She's still paralyzed. Come on, girl.
I'll
Time to
try
wake
make
up.
this swift.
Which
Full plate plus 5. Alright, he wants me to climb up here. Good thing I brought some lockpicking tools. I had a hunch we'd be needing them. Ring plus 5.
I'm off.
Akiros. I can hardly believe our fortress stood somewhere nearby. Greater Quicken Metamagic Rod. The river blades are at your service, Your Highness. Alright, cool. It's really cool to see Cressel. again. Svetlana's sister. That's awesome. And, you know, the Stag Lord's right hand is cool too, that he's, you know, here. That's always good to see. Cloud attack.
This will be quick.
I wish this would just kill them instantly. That would be nice, huh? Any of these guys archers? Yeah, that one.
Nowhere to run.
Go ahead and use your fireball here. Whoa, that did a boatload of damage to them. So much so that they're all dead.
I aim true.
Yeah, Ekandai was gonna kill them all.
No strike wasted.
Good job, guys. We're actually getting quite a lot of experience here. Surprisingly. Extend Metamagic Rod. Okay, yeah, we'll go this way first. It's down over here.
Knock more runner and talker than fighter. Knock used to lighting enemies on fire.
You're dead. All that for 37,000 gold.
You should have run. Ha!
Thought for sure that would kill him.
I'm going to dead. Let yourself exposed.
Left yourself exposed. Sure did. Alright, we got 37,000 gold. Take it. I don't know. It must have been like a merchant's chest that fell out of the house or something. His safe fell out. Pitac soldiers. Gasper. To arms. Jabberwock.
Talk first.
That's not good.
Strike.
Good damage on him.
Be easier if you not fight back.
Great damage, guys. Damn. Oh, there's two Jabberwocks. Ah, son of a gun. Oh my god, this fight. Oh no. Really, game? That's a bit ridiculous. Luckily, she's only confused for 2 rounds. And I'm back. I need to kill him.
Cannot hide from me. Bullseye.
Is Knock Knock confused? Yeah. Right there. Decent damage across the board. And we lowered their levels, which is good.
Don't hold
You're gonna
back.
get up and kill him.
This will hurt.
He's still alive. Goodbye, Pitac soldier. Goodbye, Pitac soldier. Not looking good for old Gaspar. Kill him.
Cool it.
Good damage. Goodbye, Gaspar. Gasper.
I still got it.
Kill him.
Nowhere to run.
Okay. Do it. Okay, a couple of them, or one of them failed. Still do okay damage to them as we go. Darvin, where you been, buddy? Gonna heal. Alright, you're over here. One down. I wonder who is the one I killed, the frozen one? That's funny.
Come here back. I'm not stab you.
Another one down. Hit him. 115. As long as they're attacking Agronak, we should be okay. Okay, we did good damage there to the Jabberwock. Oh yeah, I forgot they're all just about immune to her damage anyway, which is
So it's come to this.
not exactly the most fun mechanic, huh? It's always fun when they're immune to your attacks, right?
Strike.
Damn, he's still alive. Knock. You leave him alone. He's a bona fide hero.
Which knife to use?
I can't believe you missed that much, man.
Taste my fury.
Good. Jabberwocks are dead. Alright, I can Dio. Move up to him.
I grant you death.
Good. Yeah, did he get gazed? I think he got gazed. Paralyzed, if you would. I kill him.
Don't hold back.
Damn. You really killed him. Alright. Charge him. Why don't you hit the one in the back?
This is going.
115. And that's because you
Cannot hide.
should kill him. And hopefully... It'd be great if you could hit him. Come on,
You
big hit.
forced my hand.
Yeah, it's worth a hope.
This will hurt.
Nice. That was a bit of a tricky... Oh, it's the last piece.
I do what I must.
Honestly, I thought that was going to be over by the cathedral. Gasper. My brothers are long gone, but today of all days I miss their advice and support. Where'd Darvin go? Oh, there he is. I can't talk to him. Alright, fragment of the apology. Another piece of the puzzle.
Follow if you dare.
Yeah, we're still about halfway. Okay, I guess we'll go check up here. Can we go in? Oh, that's the throne room. I just realized that's my grand hall. Alright, we got one more haste. Oh, okay. So we have to do this first. Okay.
There.
Do we still have... Yeah, we still have time. Might as well rest one more time. I need a rest. Could you help me? Of course, but please don't forget that time is running out. Time's fine, man.
I won't let you
Got nothing but time. Oh, you don't need that one anymore. We can do that. Gotta remember we have Corey.
Ready and willing.
Don't do that on him. Come on. There you go. Alright. We're fully buffed up. And make a hard save here. Not that I think we can like go back and change anything. But I guess maybe there's something we missed. Could have been. Give the fragment a third. Yes, this is the last one. Prepare yourself, your highness. With the third fragment, the barriers around your castle will fall. The Lantern King will be waiting, ready to give you an audience. Alright. Your highness, how can I help? Gather the apology. It's all done. We found the third fragment and gave it to the storyteller. Alright guys, it's time.
What's the holdup?
The barrier is indeed gone. My beautiful throne room. It's time. Oh shit, here we go. Been a long time coming, guys. The final problem of my kingdom, surely. How could I hope to defeat a god? Your footsteps echo from the ceiling of the ravaged throne room. The sound attracts the attention of old Remus, slouching on the steps of the throne. He looks up, shakes his head slightly, as if displeased, but keeps silent. Nothing betrays the mask of a deity in this hunched man.
Still hiding behind masks, eldest? Isn't it time you cast them away?
Nyrissa appears suddenly beside you, like a bolt of lightning in the night sky.
Words, words. How little value we attach to them, and how much they truly mean. But I've grown tired of words and prophecies. I will no longer predict chaos and death. Instead, I will show them to you, myself.
Remus stands up heavily, unwillingly.
Oh, yes, the time has come! The time of fate and curses! Now, the beginning of the hunt.
Here we go. Oh, this music. Hell yeah. Need to listen to this for a little bit.
Knock knock, used to lighting enemies out.
Good sneak attack. One down.
Nowhere to run.
Big hit. What was all that? What was it? Become dust? Hold on, what did that do? No idea. Was that a AoE disintegration? If so, that's insane. Does it hit all creatures or all enemies? All enemies. Alright, I got one of them there. I think. Yeah. So he's paralyzed. Paralyzed doesn't mean anything in this game though, so. Hit him with that. Damn, I missed. Damn, I missed. We gotta add spells like Bless here. Nyrissa, what do you got? Oh, you got a miss too.
Be easy.
You take care of those guys. He's definitely got multiple forms, right?
You should have run.
What? No, don't do that. Hey, when that happens.
I aim true.
Doomsday. I don't like that. Damn. Good damage.
Cool off.
Bang. Easy.
You don't seem to like my curses. Maybe you like my jokes better.
Okay, we gotta defeat him in each form. Is what it looks like it's gonna be.
Don't hold back.
Oh wow, he's got really good AC. In that form. At least base AC. But killed one of them already. Good. Lantern King. Really good damage there. Nice. Another one down. I shouldn't even see that guy. Akpo!
Come here, Bass.
Great damage there. Uh-oh. I didn't even notice you had been captured. Man, I'm loving this song. I've got a lot of your buffs. Like Death Ward and things like that. I forgot all about it. Don't kill him.
This will hurt.
Good. Another one down.
This is going to hurt.
Good. Where's this last one at? Oh, way down there?
Which knife to use?
Ow. Never mind. Kill him. Stop him. Do. There you go.
You should have run.
Of course, you have to put a mirror image on.
Cool it.
Damn it. Damn.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Okay, looks like we got... Oh, you're back.
Good. You dead.
Great damage there. Gonna do another heal on for Ekindio's sake. Oh, so this is the real one, it seems like. Must be the case.
Cool off.
Bang.
The time for laughter has passed. It's the hour of hunting and chaos.
Oh no. Oh no.
Their life ends here.
I don't like that. Wow, that did a lot of damage to me. Alright, gotta get the hunters or archers out of here. Is there a matriarch? Or monarch? Yeah. Damn, I didn't even notice. Alright, so we had to target him. I have an idea, though. Not really much of an idea, just a plan. Almost killed him. That'd be big. You're gonna take some burn, but that's okay. Cloud him up. Knock, knock. Coming up. Akbo, come on up. Christian, heal. Damn, man. Be nice if you actually did something every time. Just saying. Got another archer down. Good. I should have delayed, actually. Go ahead and hit him.
To my fury.
Nice. Oh, hi. 85 damage there. As soon as the Horn Hunter's body disappears in the fire, the destroyed throne room is flooded with light. The Lantern King, in his true blazing form, appears in the middle of the room. His furious mask is ringed by fire. The games have ended. Time freezes like resin, trapping you and the eldest in amber light, and this light grows brighter. The rays pass through you, pierce you, ruthlessly barring your most intimate secrets, fears, and desires. Something inside of you resonates with the light of the eldest, your curse. It is like the splinter of an arrow that remains in the wound, a slow weapon crawling toward your heart. As soon as the rays touch it, it begins to heat up, and then burns with intolerable pain.
Time for masks is over. You risk challenging the eldest, and I accept the challenge. Fight not a mere embodiment of my true essence. This is my essence. I don't need magic or survival monsters to destroy me. Wordless are these words. I once told you, words spoken in the right time and place possess the power of the storm. You lightheartedly answered that you know the power of essence are.
You lightheartedly answered that you know what your power and essence are, yeah. So it's kind of hard to hear him over the roaring blizzard and everything.
The desire to help people whose grief touches you. I remember your answer. The world remembers it too. Your answer, heart, essence. Now, cursed king, I'm taking this part of your soul, as I took away Nerissa's ability to love. What you called your essence is yours no more.
The words of the eldest fly toward you like an arrow, ready to give new force to the curse that already torments you. You have but an instant to reply. And why do you imagine I told you the truth back then, eldest of mischief and lies? Perhaps you're the one who was fooled. One who can be fooled so easily has no power over words. Oh boy, your words are nothing more than wind. Let them fly away. So this here is a 13. Not great chances. This here is a 14. Worst chance. Your words are nothing more than wind. Let them fly away. Yes! A wave of pain comes crashing down upon you, but recedes quickly. You cannot tell whether you were protected by your words or something more. The essence of your soul, but the attack of the eldest was parried.
Let us continue. We both will. But what do you want? A meager patch of land, a few thousand souls? Why to me is chaos and magic, madness and deceit. power is nothing compared to mine. That is why you are helpless before me. You will take my every blow as a divine punishment, as something imminent.
Yet again, you have little time to answer, and this answer is the only thing that can protect you from the Eldest's next blow. Oh wow. You love to wreak havoc and play evil pranks, while I care about nothing more than the good of my people, and I know my way is right. I get my power from the endless loyalty of my subjects. Can you make a similar boast? My kingdom is strong and its warriors, so it can always protect itself. And that means I can too, even if I were facing a deity. I might not be a deity, but my kingdom is rich and prosperous, and so is my power. I put much effort into making my state strong against any chaos or threat. My kingdom is a secure stronghold, even if I were facing a deity. Knowledge and inspiration are as powerful as magic. My kingdom's subjects know this full well. We have what it takes to protect ourselves from your evil. I know enough about divinity to say that you are no deity. Don't try to scare me. You don't possess that sort of power. I know enough about magic and sorcery, so don't try to threaten me. All you are is the most treacherous monster I've had the chance to defeat. I know my way is right. You feel strange, as if wrapped in an invisible veil that protects you from the Eldest's wrath, and its source is yet your curse. It bound you to your kingdom. But through this bond, you can pass not only pain and death, but power as well.
I'm curious what you think of me, cursed king. Do you see me as a villain or some joke? In truth, well, everyone can see the truth. Being an eldest means being one of the many strings that hold the world in place. Being an eldest means being such a vast and self-sufficient value that one's equals become strangers and one's inferiors are entirely insignificant. I am an eldest. Life, guile, transformation, that's what I am. I will let you feel a modicum of my loneliness. I will take away your limit of strength.
Real quick, before we keep going with this, sorry if this is a bit immersion breaking. Turn the ambience down. Does that fix that problem? No. Damn it. I don't know, magic? Music? Music's fine. The master volume won't change anything, right? Be the... Oh well. Having lost all support. Oh, now it's gone. You face the deity alone. Silence hangs heavy over the ruined throne room. I won't allow such evil to happen. In being what I am, I will retrieve what's been taken from me. What? Is there a rule by which those like you dictate another's will? Even if there is such a rule, I'll break it. I will take back what is mine. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. I don't want this to, like, mess anything up. If yeah, that'd be fine. I like the chaotic one more. I break the rule. The blinding light flashes away, frightened like a living creature. The blistering metal of the curse cools. It still hurts, but the pain is no longer unbearable. You stand before the eldest, as before a blazing living star. And he looks at you as if he's seeing you for the first time.
Good. You can play with words. Let us see if you can withstand the heat of my fire.
For a while, the Lantern King remains silent. You feel in this silence not angry bewilderment, but in this boundless astonishment. Alright, now we fight. Look, he's already been injured. That's nice. You got rid of all their buffs. You have played a game of words against the Lantern King and won. That's nice, I guess. I would have preferred to have all my buffs still on, though, to be honest.
True.
Use it.
This is going
Huge damage on him. Kalaki's a monster. An absolute monster. I don't know if this is going to affect him. It did. Nice. He's almost dead already. Whew. Finish him off, Agronak.
Don't hold back.
Few. It's gonna be loud. God damn it. Few have had the chance to see a star die. Spots of cold, lifeless darkness cover the fiery form of the Lantern King, growing, devouring, and with a dull moan settling into the ground in a cloud of coal black dust. But a moment later, right where the eldest crown lay burning, another shining image is born. It grows, glowing, turning into a familiar silhouette, wearing a crown.
Defeat. What a refreshing feeling. I don't remember sensing it for 1,000 millennia.
The Lantern King freezes. His light flickers strangely, and his mask begins to change with incredible speed. One breath, and you are looking upon a horrible grimace of wrath. Another breath, and it's replaced with playful astonishment. Another, and it's the mask of fatherly care.
But what's next? How will you end this story? Listen, I know a good ending. Elegant and refined. The hero defeats a deity in battle. Impressive, he grants the victor power and immortality. The hero enters the chambers of the deity to become his champion and herald. Eternal, powerful, equally glorified both in the first world and in Galarian. His kingdom healed from its wounds and flourished under the rule of the immortal champion. A beautiful ending, isn't it? And this legend is yours for the asking.
That does sound nice.
Trust the laughing lie. Don't do this. Not after everything you and I have endured because of him. I can give you immortality and power, though not as much as the Lantern Kings. Perhaps we won't be able to stand against the eldest, but accept my gift and my patronage. And together we will make him pay for what he's done.
How sad it is to hear you, Nyrissa. Thousands of years for nothing! You haven't learned a single lesson. Never learned to atone. But what do you say?
What will you ask in return for immortality, eldest? And what exactly do you offer as a reward? What about Nyrissa? What will happen to her if I agree to your offer? What do you suggest, Nyrissa? Eternal life and power? The patronage of the eldest? I like this reward. I'll take Nyrissa's offer. Immortality and salvation for my kingdom, but with nothing to do with you, eldest. I will not bow to you, eldest. Don't get your hopes up. Here is my offer. Lift the curse, return my kingdom to Galarian, and forget we exist. And I will forget that you exist. Are you sure I can't kill you? I think I'll try. What exactly are you offering?
That is easy. I will return your kingdom to Galarian and strengthen its connection to the First World. In their homeland, the Fae can endlessly return to life. I will give to you the same gift. And so long as you remain an enclave of the First World, death within its borders will never threaten you. As for the prize, I'm not offering you the position of a servant. Believe it or not, I am lonely. Divine power and immortality are a heavy burden. To accept it means losing all your friends and companions, but you can find allies and reliable assistance. This is what I'm looking for. A herald and a general with whom I can share eternity, and together we'll play 1,000 wonderful pranks and spread our power across the First World and further. Much further.
What about Nyrissa? What will happen to her if I agree to your offer?
What do you think? I can let my misguided protege go wherever she likes. Knowing her, I'm doubtful she will become a humble exile.
I won't. I've come too far to go back. It might take me 1,000 years and thousands of deaths, but I will find a way to get back at you, eldest. Even if he betrays our alliance and becomes your puppet.
What do you suggest?
I suggest we do not kneel. We are both cursed, you and I. But so what? The curse can harm you only as much as affliction touches your kingdom. But now, with the eldest wounded and bleeding, his henchmen all slain, I can return your state to the material plane. It will heal its wounds, and so will you. I'll create a bond between you and the First World, granting you immortality. Just as the Lantern King promises.
And what role in all this shall I play, Trespasser?
The role of the vanquished. I know you will hardly accept a defeat, eldest. You may try to attack us again, but we defeated you once. And we will do it again if we must. I'm ready to fight you forever if I have to.
So we accept the eldest as reward. We accept Nyrissa as a reward, or we do not bow. I think we're gonna take Nyrissa's. She didn't say if I had to leave, because the eldest wanted me to like leave and be his general and everything, right? I'll take Nyrissa's offer. Immortality and salvation for my kingdom, but with nothing to do with you, eldest.
So you plan to entertain me for all eternity? Or do you think you can still outplay me, Trespasser?
Pretty words, eldest. Save them for our next encounter. You pretend to laugh, but I see how shamed you are. What a deep wound you've suffered this day. It won't be the last, believe me.
I'm not sure I like this option. Now I'm thinking about it more. I've already clicked it, but did we just doom our kingdom to like eternal strife?
We've come a long way together. First as enemies, then as allies. I mark you with my gift. A bond to the First World. Eternal youth and immortality. We are the cursed king and queen. Each in their own kingdoms, their own world. But henceforth inextricably entwined. Eternity awaits. And possibly eternal war with a deceitful deity. But so what? It is our eternity. And perhaps in the end, we will rule not kingdoms, but whole worlds.
Yeah, I'm not sure I Huh. Achievement unlocked. Face and defeat the one final enemy. Alright.
Now that the eldest and other spiteful beings wouldn't be bothering us, the king returned to his subjects and celebrated the victory and the end of the kingdom's miseries with great fanfare. Everything gradually returned to normal, including our exciting lives. Not always peaceful, but also not troubled by invasions from another world. And little by little, our heroes and the common folk began to forget the sorrows of the past.
It's good to hear her voice one more time.
So the kingdom returned to Golarion, but not without taking a piece of the First World with it. Miracles and strange occurrences, both kind and cruel, became the norm. Not that the citizens hadn't grown used to that. Of course, the Lantern King wasn't thrilled with the way things worked out, but who cares? Our leader and Nyrissa, the cursed king and queen, are ever ready to face the power of the eldest. Until that time comes, our leader spends a lot of time in the First World, learning its secrets and testing his new powers. The immortal king and his kingdom became a legend come true in Golarion.
Gotta admit, that's a pretty badass ending for him, though. I'm a little nervous that him and Octavia aren't gonna be together, but you know, hey, I guess we'll find out here. Love this picture. Kind of wish I played as this character. Cool character.
Under the wise leadership of the king, the stolen lands became a true country. There was still much to be done, of course, and some of it will need to be finished by our heroes' descendants. But there are no longer cut purses on every corner, and the peasants aren't afraid some new self-proclaimed chief will show up and strong-arm himself into power.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like, I'm gonna be leading my companions, like grandchildren and great-grandchildren. I'm immortal. Guess they're gonna become like the nobility almost.
Just half a year after the war with the First World, Galt moved its troops to the southern border of the kingdom. Their attack was rebuffed. The enemy state's infantry could do little against soldiers who were skilled with their swords and knew the military arts better than the alphabet. Since then, Galt hasn't risked crossing any borders again, fearing cruel retaliation for further insolence.
You relied on soldiers, not magic, okay?
The king's subjects praise his generosity, while citizens of neighboring lands groan from crippling taxes. Citizens of the stolen lands have it pretty good. Truth be told, the treasury isn't always capable of paying the royal bills. And the throne room's adornments are clearly decaying. But sometimes you have to buy the people's love. Literally.
So true.
How do you turn the stolen lands, savage and unruly, into a stronghold of safety and stability? The king found an answer. By creating a police state. There are always some who are unhappy with the excessive interference advisors have in the citizens' lives, of course, but their protests are easily overlooked.
Nothing wrong with the police state, right? Eee.
The feud between Brevois North and South, which had been smoldering for ages, finally sparked the fires of civil war. Our troops lent aid to the forces of Restov, led by Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori. After several bloody battles, House Sertova was forced to recognize Restov's independence. The victory came at a high price, but we have no more loyal ally than once more free Rostland. Kasil Aldori, who lost an arm during the war, became a permanent ambassador of Rostland at our court.
That's good. I like these allies. Because we're a sword lord ourselves, or at least, you know, we know their art.
The Tiger Lords found it difficult to recuperate after what Armagh did to them. The barbarians remaining in Numeria weren't very happy that we sheltered the deposed chief and his supporters. But they were too afraid of him to attack us over it. That bomb has a long fuse, but it's definitely burning. I'm afraid that a few generations down the road, the grandchildren of the current Tiger Lords may want to retaliate against us for their grandfathers.
They can try. I'm the immortal king.
Pitax almost returned to its former state. A joyful city filled with beers of dubious quality and deals of questionable legality. The old trade houses lost the crown, but they retrieved the property Iravetti had taken from them. Soon, Pitax became almost like a second capital in the kingdom, a thriving city through which rivers of money from across the region ran. Unfortunately, we get much less of this money than we would like. Governor Lyachenza turned out to be helpless against widespread embezzlement.
Oh, damn it. Gasper.
Maestro Bellavara gave the Academy of the Arts a second wind. Throwing out mediocre students and sycophants, she gathered within its walls talented visionaries, rebels, and freethinkers. Those whose gifts felt cramped within the walls of more respectable institutions. She managed to do what Iravetti never could, namely make the Academy truly famous, albeit scandalously so. And so what if, instead of odes to the king, the Academy releases sneering pamphlets and revolutionary leaflets? It only helps his reputation as a true patron of the arts. Tartuk, who never succeeded in restoring his gnome appearance, seems to have completely forgotten about who he once was. It no longer bothers him, for now the Purple Kobold has become a real king to his tribe. Keeping his word to the king, Tartuk and his subjects behave themselves, living peacefully with the citizens of nearby settlements. Some of the reptiles even managed to find work digging wells and dungeons in people's settlements. For a small fee, of course.
That's awesome that the Alliance came through. This is Tartuccio, our first enemy. And now he's king of the kobolds. That's so cool.
After enduring so many storms and troubles, Varnhold eventually turned into a real city. Daring settlers decided to conquer the vast, wild expanses of Dunsword, and despite all odds, they succeeded. The modest colony that almost vanished at the hands of an ancient lich turned everything around to become a thriving city with lively river trading.
Good for you, Magar.
Magar Varn and his beloved, after distinguishing themselves in the battle for the kingdom, soon celebrated their wedding. Half the capital was invited, but they weren't ready to settle down and have already set off with another party of mercenaries. They've come to the aid of our kingdom on multiple occasions, but they're famous for their adventures in the most dangerous regions of Golarion, protecting peaceful towns from the undead and monsters.
So him and Roka got married. Roka, whatever.
Agay, the Spriggan leader, learned a valuable lesson after surviving his meeting with the king and even regaining his tribe's home. Don't try to occupy seemingly empty settlements anymore. Instead, the Spriggans settled across Dunsword's wild borderlands and proclaimed it as their domain. Keeping the peace in a situation like that seems like the stuff of dreams, as evidenced by the occasional lost patrols and stolen cattle. The Soot-Scale kobolds think themselves the masters of the area around the Old Sycamore, and they aren't very friendly toward travelers. It hasn't come to bloodshed yet, but many careless travelers have broken an arm or a leg in the kobolds' traps. When the king visits, the kobolds usually calm down a bit and even take down their traps, but it never lasts long.
Come on, Soot Scales. I'm gonna hand you over to Tartuk if you keep it up.
Oleg's trading post continues to thrive, attracting even more travelers. Much to its owner's displeasure, a small town is springing up around it. Despite Oleg's grumbling, he and his wife are well regarded by everyone, and Svetlana was even elected town
Good for
chief.
her.
Making sure her sister was safe, the former bandit Cressel traveled south. Her trail went cold somewhere in Absalom's docks. They say she changed her name again and now serves on a trade ship, hiding from old acquaintances.
She should have stayed.
Jod remained loyal to the king to the end of his days, healing the sick and generously sharing his austere wisdom with anyone who wished to hear it, and some who didn't. Having fulfilled his duty to the ruler, Erastil's priest peacefully departed this world, surrounded by friends and disciples.
Good old Jod. I love the just sort of simplicity of his look.
Tisana, Lamashtu's priestess, didn't remain in the king's service for long. One night, she just disappeared from the castle and set off for the kingdom's borders, preaching to anyone who would listen and granting the needy the blessing of the Mother of Monsters. Having participated in Lamashtu's ritual, Olika gave birth to a strong and healthy baby. Sadly, the child grew into an unruly and violent adolescent. Having maimed a peer at just 10 years of age, the boy escaped to the Gnarl Marches, fleeing the rage of a mob that tore his mother to pieces
Jesus.
instead. No one knows what happened to the lad, but legends of Lamashtu's child, who sometimes kills lost travelers and sometimes leads them to safety, are passed on by word of mouth throughout the area. Breinhart became a loyal ally and trade partner of the kingdom, and Darvin himself had been seen as a frequent guest in the capital. The elegant monarch of the neighboring kingdom has broken many hearts at court. After his visits, many young guards and servants have been seen staring through windows, sighing wistfully about something. The Fae took a fancy to the kingdom, feeling totally at home here. They often play various pranks, but they never do any serious harm. Falcos and Teresia managed to restore the magic forest. Once freed of the anger of the Scythe Tree, people returned to the abandoned village, and it became a haven of friendship between the Fae and ordinary people, just like old times. The lizard folk of the Longtail tribe returned to live on the shores of Candlemere, but they couldn't return to their ancient way of life. Living alongside people, the lizard folk adopted their behaviors, habits, and even religion. More and more of the Longtail tribe pray not to the spirits of their ancestors, but to Erastil or Gorum. They even began to forget their original language. I hope someone writes down their songs and legends before they all sink into oblivion.
And this epilogue, I love this. It's so in depth. Every little decision.
The goblins who put so much effort into preserving the king's lands obviously felt that gave them the right to do whatever they wanted in the kingdom. Travelers are careful to move in groups when they can, and any peasants who spot at least one particularly toothy stranger immediately raise the alarm. For if you see one goblin, there's likely a whole gang.
So true.
A delegation of wizards from Absalom and other areas appeared in the kingdom one day, asking for permission to examine the lair of the Lich Farneris the Thoughtful. After completing their research, the wizards spent a long time thanking the king for freeing the world of that monster. In their opinion, he'd been capable of causing the end of the world, maybe even 2 worlds.
Jeez, it's a good thing we stopped them.
The sweet teeth departed on a journey, hoping to see as many wonders as possible of this world and others. They keep sending us news from every corner of the map. Their bright painted wagon, drawn by a bull mastodon, crisscrosses Golarion, somehow appearing in the center of one incredible story after another. Evindra was glad to see the Lantern King's plans turn to dust. She spent some time helping restore the kingdom after the calamity, then returned home to the First World. They say the rebellious spirit of her cousin Nyrissa awoke within her as well. Evindra is said to recount our story to the Fae, encouraging them to question the power and might of the eldest.
Getting some weird audio glitches here. I'm not happy about that. Hopefully it stops.
After the victory, the storyteller abandoned his affairs and began spending a lot of time alone in contemplation. He eventually bid farewell to the king and left his lands. But I suspect the inhabitants of Golarion haven't heard the last of this mysterious traveler, for his own story is hardly
So
finished.
true.
The ancient artifacts gathered by the king built the foundation of a museum collection that has become famous even in far-off Absalom.
Yeah, we know what happens to him. Or, we see him again. We know where he goes.
Amiri remained a pariah to her native tribe, but she stayed close friends with Nylak, who ruled the Six Bears wisely and taught them to survive in the unfamiliar plains and cities. The restless barbarian would often travel for long stretches of time, but sooner or later she would always return to her old friends, bragging about new scars and recounting new feats, many of which Nylak immortalized in song. Valerie stayed to serve the king, but not for long. She soon laid down her weapon to start her own family. Valerie married a simple farmer and bore him 2 beautiful children. They settled away from the capital, where she was soon forgotten.
Wow. That's a harsh ending there. I mean, it's a good ending, but like the end there, she was soon forgotten. Got rid of the scar too, according to this picture. 2 beautiful children. Married a farmer. Man, that's awesome. Amiri's story was good too. I kind of thought there might be more to her story, but I didn't know there was only going to be 1 slide per character. I like Amiri a lot.
Harren became famous, respected by dwarves throughout our kingdom as well as our neighbors, even as far as the 5 Kings Mountains. He's often been asked to help out or teach others, and he's never denied anyone, despite his grumbling. Some people even listen to his preaching. Lucky for us, there's a lot less howling about the end of the world now, and more wise words of moderation and humility. Not all of his disciples turned to Grotus, but everyone took away something useful from his teachings.
Yeah, I love, he actually has some really good growth, I feel like, which is kind of like pointed out here that he's not all doom and gloom. He's more of like a wise figure.
Jaethal spent some time at the king's court, but she then left to do whatever it was her new goddess required. She must have become a great inquisitor for Pharasma, as no one would know the ways of the undead and Urgathoa's cultists as well as a former undead cultist would. She was also seen in the company of Salim Godafar. It's unlikely the two became friends, being so different from one another, but it's a known fact that they worked together.
Yeah, I was thinking that they might have some cause to work together when we learned she became an inquisitor for Pharasma.
Once the war was over, Tristan kept his promise to Sarenrae. In the middle of celebrating the king's victory, the priest suddenly disappeared in a flash of light, vanishing forever. I hope Sarenrae didn't take the Movonic Deva's memory, so her servant might still remember us and the stolen lands. Or if she did, I hope he was at least able to forget everything about the lands in which he endured so much suffering.
Goodbye, Tristan. Hope he gets his eyesight back too. He can see the sun once more.
After the war ended, Ekin hung up his bow on the wall and traded the path of the ranger in for the craft of the carpenter. It may not be the most heroic ending to a tragic story like his, but as Torag is my witness, Ekin's happy with it, as is Alina, who became his wife and is bearing his child.
Good.
Any baby born into this family will be pretty lucky, since the king himself still visits his old friend and will likely become the child's
Hell
patron.
yeah.
As for Knock Knock, apologies, I mean Hero Knock Knock, he continued his questionably heroic efforts in the Stolen Lands. Despite whatever mess he fell into, no matter the danger he leapt into, he always seemed to scrape through just a little better off than before. Like true heroes, he simply never gave up, struggling on and meeting the challenge of each new day with a spirit that no mishap or misfortune could ever quell. The slightly inaccurate statue of him and the king still stands in the square to this day. The two figures side by side. I've always felt that, while the heights may be a bit off, let's say, it accurately reflects the size and spirit of the goblin hero who'd been nurtured by the teachings of his king.
I'm glad we kept it up. Yeah. I mean, just thinking about, like, Agranak walking through this city 1,000 years from now, he's still alive and young, but Knock Knock's obviously dead. Because goblins live to be, like, what, like 30 in the world? You know, it'll be a really sad reminder for him whenever he looks at it. It's going to be a really sad life once this generation dies out, huh?
Absent her sister's influence, and after enduring their break, Kalika has become harsher and more intolerant of evil. She used all her influence as the legendary king's companion to create a string of shelters for young tieflings. These children have become her personal army, and as they matured, many have devoted their lives to fighting evil, especially devils and their plots.
Good. I've been saying her name wrong the whole time.
The king had to make a lot of difficult decisions, but Octavia was always there to make his life easier. Closer than any other advisor, and more loyal than any other ally, she prompted an elegant exit out of difficult situations a good many times. Such love could only be envied by the monarchs of more noble families, themselves tied down with the bonds of dynastic marriages. Their wedding was legendary. Octavia became a real queen. Only old friends would be able to recognize the Grand Dame as that giggling lass they used to share tales with by the fire.
Oh, that's a good ending. I like that.
As for myself, the author of this book, Lindsay, who never chose a pretty nickname, I'm still here, inside my creation within the Capitol Library. I live just like I always dreamed, surrounded by people and books. and not a day goes by without someone turning my pages. My story inspired many others to take up the quill. My readers have written many fierce books, articles, and pamphlets, flinging truth in the faces of tyrants. What more could I dream of? I hope, oh honored reader, that this story offered you some daring ideas. Or at least some entertainment. In any case, it's time to set the final period.
No, I don't want to set the final period. Close. And that's it, guys. No credits or anything, just straight back to the main menu. Whew. That... I have to say, guys, like... Turn the volume down a bit. You know, for those who haven't heard me say it before, I've said it numerous times, I think, throughout different series we've had on the channel. This game right here was the first CRPG I truly fell in love with. It's not the first one I ever played. I played the Divinity games beforehand, and I liked them, but I wasn't like, you know, I didn't think the world of them. But when I played this game, I just fell in love with it so much. I love just how grand the whole journey is, right? It's just, Wrath of the Righteous does it too, this epic tale where you're just traveling throughout this large region and leveling up and doing these quests, and the storytelling is great. My opinion might change by the time we finish Wrath of the Righteous, because I'll probably get into Wrath of the Righteous and think it's the greatest game ever made, or, you know, something like that. But I think I might like this game more than Wrath of the Righteous. Not to say I don't like Wrath of the Righteous, I love the game. But there's just like there's a heartwarming sort of essence to the journey of this game, right? Whereas Wrath of the Righteous is very much doom and gloom, epic fantasy. It doesn't stop, right? You're in a war to save everything. There are some heartwarming moments in it, but not the same. This isn't going to be a great comparison, but it's the one that came to my mind. It's not going to be a great comparison because what I'm about to compare, I think you can pretty much say one is better. But this game feels like the Hobbit, right? And Wrath of the Righteous feels more like the Lord of the Rings. And the reason why that's a bad comparison, because I personally think Lord of the Rings is a better overall book story. But the Hobbit just has that little bit of like, you know, let's just go on an adventure and have fun. Which, I don't know, it's really good. I loved this game. I loved the characters. I loved the characters even more than I did the first time I played. I remember at the beginning I was talking about how I didn't like Harem. I actually loved Harem by the end of it. I do have some regrets. We didn't get Jubilost, which is a huge letdown for me. I'm still heartbroken that we didn't get Jubilost. But it was really cool to see some of the differences, like Jay Thal's story. That hadn't happened in my first playthrough. Obviously, I married Valerie, I'm pretty sure, in my first playthrough. And this time I married Octavian. I love the ending there. How Lindsay especially is talking about how you can't recognize the queen as the girl they used to joke around at the campfire with. Oop, I just dropped something. But yeah, this game's great, guys. I love it. And you know, I've recorded. I'm very far ahead in the recording from when I'm uploading, like dozens of episodes ahead. So yeah, at this moment, Wrath of the Righteous is still going on, and I'm gonna be putting all my attention to that for now. Although I am debating, since that series is very far ahead still, as well, from when I, you know, got a whole bunch of recording done over the summer. So I'm thinking of playing another game. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how I feel alongside it. Because I do kind of miss being closer to the upload time, so I could actually take your guys' advice and use it. I like doing that, but yeah, we'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Thank you so much for watching. We hit 500 subscribers during it, and yeah, I love this game. I love that you guys are enjoying it. I love you guys. This has been a really fun experience, and I hope you join me in one of the other experiences we're going through in either the current series or going to check back some of the older ones. But yeah, until the next game, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful life, and I'll catch you later.